make of this mad week?
It's absolutely astounding now. From 1 week last Saturday, getting a fun-packed train back home, celebrating a well-fought victory, to within about 48 hours finding out some of the most horrid news and mismanaged, I suppose, reporting that you could put out. We still don't know what's happening with our manager, and to do it at this time of the season, I think it's quite shocking for the sort of progress we're trying to make. But let's see what sort of impact it has. I hope the momentum can keep going, but we'll see. The results today will decide that, I've no doubt.
It didn't really seem to affect the players too much Tuesday. You would hope it will be the same again today.
Well, their goal celebration alone said the rest when they all jumped on Mark Warburton. I hope that comes through. I'm sure Mark Warburton would have said something today. Don't worry about me. Crack on. Keep task, focus in hand, and go for this promotion push, at least for the playoffs anyway.
So you're hopeful today?
I'm hopeful. I've got to be. You've got to be positive. Look how much good work has been done, even from the transition from Rossler to Warburton. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they can do it again. Just treat it as another transition. It all depends how they manage it.
Are you enjoying your day out in the football village?
The football village, looking at the Millennium Dome behind me. Yeah, it's quite a big village, this one.
You arrive in the country and all shit breaks loose. Explain your actions, Cooper.
Well, it started well enough, didn't it, at Leeds?
Yeah, but, it was all rosy until you arrived from Hong Kong, and now the club is in chaos, and it's all your fault. I mean, what do you make of it all, though? Seriously.
I think that it's somewhere between... Well, firstly, I agree with your comments that the language that's been used around sacking and all that is a bit emotive. But somewhere between Benham thinking that he obviously is calling the shots and knows what's best from his knowledge of where he wants us to get to, that seems to be just not quite in line with what the supporters feel that Warburton's contributed around his persona and what he's getting out of the players. Yeah.
So where does it leave us? We've got games of football to play.
Well, I think that players are professional, aren't they? They're not going to get, a lot of them, a better chance to get into playing in the Premier League than they will now. So if they were going to be feeling sorry for themselves, they'll look back and think that they might have missed their opportunity to further themselves in their career. So I don't think it will have an effect on the endeavour of the players, because I think they're that tight-knit of a unit, they'll put it to the back of their minds.
Prediction tonight then?
I think we'll win 2-1.
Friendly Fred man.
Yeah, that's me.
It's not, is it? It's a bit. However, we go to Charlton, and if we're going to get 3 points from any place, this will be the place for us to plunder, isn't it?
This will be the place. We've just got to keep the faith. We've got to be behind the players. That's the main thing. Whatever's happening in the world off the pitch, those 11 guys that come on the pitch, we've got to be behind them, and we all are. We're all behind you guys.
So we get 3 points today. What do you reckon?
If we get 3 points today, we're back on track. Tough game next week, but I think it's all about the confidence of the team and the confidence of the fans. We've got to all be as one. We've got
on
to
this
be as
slightly
one.
grey weekend, give us a score prediction.
2-1 bees. Come on, you bees.
South East London is wonderful, apparently.
Yeah, the village.
Yeah, we're in a North Greenwich village, apparently, and we're looking to get 3 points, but will we get 3 points?
I think we will. Away form's been strong. We've been unlucky for the last few home games. Watford was a bit weird, man sent off, but scored a goal anyway. Leeds was an awesome performance all round. I think we'll get the win today. 3 points.
Do you think the players are going to be affected by the malarkey that's been going on and on and on this week?
Now, I think PR's been a bit of a mess. A few of the statements been a bit dodgy. I think Warburton, whatever's going on, he'll have the players focused about the 90 minutes ahead, and they'll be focused. We saw that from the celebration on Tuesday night. The players are behind the manager. Just get the 90 minutes done.
Score prediction.
3-1 Brentford.
UBs.
3-1 Brentford. UBs. UBs.
Charlton, man. That stern face. That says it all.
Ultimate depression at the moment. I know Brentford have got a little bit of problems in the background, but not as much as Charlton. The fans are up in arms. Everyone's thinking about how they can effectively protest against Mr. Two Sheds. Roland du Chalet, our Belgium chairman.
Fury.
I don't know, a man who's piece by piece taking Charlton Athletic apart.
Listen, at the end of the day, it started off with Chris Powell.
Yeah.
He absolutely smashed Division 1. And, you know, Division, came up a division, struggled a bit, but, you know, still a good manager and a good bloke. But Charlton made the decision to bring in the Belgians. And I know you're saying it hasn't gone too well, but surely you guys are thinking that. Surely you guys are thinking that it's going to go right for you at some stage. No?
Not this season, no. And not everyone's. I mean, there's a meeting next week on Wednesday at Woolwich Town Hall. You know, all the fans, all the fan sites clubbing together, the trust all coming together, going to Woolwich Town Hall to discuss what they can do, because everyone feels absolutely helpless because you've got a guy in charge who won't listen to anybody, and he's got his network, but no one understands what the objectives of the network, and all we end up with is just cast-offs from Belgium who don't really want to play for us. We've got half a team that don't want to know, and we're going down. So.
Listen, this isn't, to me, looking at it from the outside, this isn't real Charlton, this isn't the vibe, this isn't the club that we knew. There was a certain ethos about the club, there was a certain vibe about the club, but I have to say, when the Belgians came in, didn't you think this could be Cha-Ching? Couldn't this be our Abramovich? Couldn't this be the man that's going to take us to the glory land?
Well, the previous owners were Spips, and they'd run out of money, and probably the club was close to administration. So there are still Charlton fans that are arguing that even though he's absolutely awful, he's the lesser of the evils, and that they're actually still in business and still going. But Charlton, as opposed to many clubs, has always been grounded in the community. You look at their community scheme was the biggest in the whole of London. And that's what built the club up from when they were at Sellers Park, and you had the Valley Park, loads of kind of the fans bucketing together. And now you've just got a guy in charge saying, well, I don't want to talk to you, I don't know what any of your viewpoints are, I'm just going to do it my way. And my way, no one knows what his way is.
So question.
Yeah?
Roland is obviously in the dugouts. I mean, the manager isn't Luzon.
Guy Luzon in the dugouts.
The manager's
really,
Roland.
It's
really Roland.
Yeah.
It is really Roland.
Yeah, yeah.
Score prediction, Mr. Charlton man.
I never like to predict Charlton are going to lose, but I could quite honestly see us losing 3 or 4-0. Because honestly, because the morale is so bad. The only good thing is that hopefully your morale's taken a nosedive, and both teams will be absolutely awful, and we'll nick a 0-0 draw, and it'll be a turgid game, and that's probably about the best we can hope, because that's normally what we're getting at the moment. We've got nothing up front, we've got nothing everywhere really. It's just looking pretty grim. So, up your bees? No, I won't say that. I'm not going to go that far.
Welcome to the village. Welcome to the village.
The village, yeah.
The village. What's happening today, Bill?
We'll know after 10 minutes.
You worried?
No, not bothered, because we're safe. But I just think, what my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Right. I think he should have got rid of Warburton in the week and the rest of them, and we move on. What's the point of him staying till the end of the season? But we'll see.
But the big question is, are the chips?
The chips are good, but I haven't even gone into the fish yet. But all I will say at the end of it all is, Matthew Benham, we believe in you, mate.
what was going on there? It wasn't looking too pretty, was it?
Absolutely awful. Worst I've seen us play this season, including Huddersfield, which was awful.
I mean, Charlton, they don't look that great. So to us to be losing 1-0 to these lot here is a little bit embarrassing, isn't it?
A little bit. I mean, I've seen us play so much better every single game this season. It's definitely one of the worst performances we've seen this season.
What's going wrong exactly? Is it tactics? Is it loss of faith? Is it the gossip that's going around? What's the vibes?
There's all sorts of things going wrong with, well, going wrong with Brentford at the minute. Who knows what's going on? Is it the Warburton talks getting in their head? I don't know. I mean, Andre can't hold the ball up. The midfield's not got into the game at the minute. Who knows? All sorts of things going wrong.
Second half, keep it the same. Do we need to change it up? Do we need to bring up Saunders or something? Do we need to do something? Bring that kid from the development squad who's on there, who's going to be Jermaine. Yeah. What do we do?
Something needs to change. I mean, Warburton needs to give them a rocket up their arse at half time. This team was so much better than what they're showing today. It's been awful. This is definitely the worst performance of the season. They can do so much better. I mean, they get on the ball in the second half, give it to midfield, Pritchard, Douglas, Tumani. Been nothing so far. So hopefully we'll see a lot more from the second half.
You bees?
Yeah. Come on, you bees. We're going to win this. We still got it. We still got it, bees. Come on. You Reds. You Reds. Come on.
Football by the bees.
No, I think it's having a bit of an effect, to be honest with you. What's gone on this week?
We don't really deserve to be a goal behind, though, do we?
They've had the better of it, probably, marginally, I'd say. How many trouble? We haven't really had many chances.
In my view, it's just like showing up our weaknesses. We're weak on the left and we're weak up front.
Well, we are missing Bidwell. I mean, obviously, Andre's played the whole season as a Lone Ranger, and people forget this time last year he was playing against Braintree Town and Welling United. You know, he's doing the Lone Ranger role on his own. 3 jumps higher. It's a hell of a job for him.
It's a hell of a job, but I mean, if you believe in the rumours, you know, the manager was offered more players in the transfer window, and he's not gone for them.
No. Terrible, isn't it?
It is terrible.
What's gone on? What's gone down?
Don't know. Don't honestly know. Soon as we get Monday over and done with, the statement comes out Monday.
We should be beating these lot, shouldn't they?
Yeah. The players don't seem to be interested. That's all.
It's not good. What's going on out there? The game is a bit flat.
It's not happening, is it?
No. Worst we played all season, you reckon?
Yeah, I'd go along with that.
Second half, listen, can we get back into this game? Because Charlton are pretty poor.
Yeah, I would say so. They've not actually attacked, so yeah, he's got 2-1.
I'd like to see,
on the betting slip.
Like to see a little bit more Tommy Smith. I think that maybe bring him on, get him on. He holds the ball up well. He get a goal, but also
to be honest, these aren't Brentford fans. I've brought them along, saying how good we are. We booked the tickets at the time before there was this malarkey, and I don't think it's helped us.
So you embarrass yourself.
Yeah, basically. I've basically said, come along, we're really good.
And that's why you're still in the bar and the game's going on the second half.
There's nothing to see over there. There's nothing to see. It's
the second half, score prediction?
2-1.
2-1.
UBs. It was absolutely appalling, wasn't it?
Very disappointing. Worst display I've seen this season. I don't understand what the players were thinking about today, but they didn't seem to have their mind on the playoffs and promotion.
Listen. I'm almost lost for words because Charlton were fairly poor, but we see that out at sea. We just had no idea, did we?
I suppose you're right, Billy. I didn't think Charlton were that bad actually, or maybe we allowed them to play. So, but really, Brentford were not on their game. That wasn't the Brentford that I'm used to seeing this season. Very, very disappointed.
Do you think this is what we're going to see for the rest of the season? Is it all over now, or is this just a little blip up?
I reckon after the disappointment against Watford, which was a good performance, but a really poor show today, I think we've made our minds up that the mid-table is good enough. I can't see how they're going to turn it round after today. But anyway, we'll see. You bees. Come on, you bees.
They've been affected by the week's events, you know. It started really badly, awful first half. Second half, looked ourselves. There's still a lot of fight and spirit. I'm not too worried, you know.
We looked weak though, didn't we?
We did look weak, but you know, if you got to think of the bigger picture. At the start of the season, if you'd have said we'd be around the playoffs at this time of year, you would have fucking said you were dreaming. So
trouble is though, we are where we are. We're not where we were.
Yeah.
So you got to.
Yeah, we are where we are.
that was fucking useless, mate. Ridiculous.
I mean, what went wrong today?
What
Just tell
the
me.
fuck is happening here?
What went wrong?
What went wrong?
Brentford played awful today.
Well, obviously, yeah, but what went wrong? Like, they
Everyone
just didn't
played
give a
awful.
shit. They didn't play. They didn't
Well,
try.
Brentford not enough energy
I
in
don't
the
know what's
team.
going on right now. They just didn't try, innit? They didn't try.
So listen, I mean, are we going to pick up from here because it's all a bit doom and gloom at the
No,
moment,
because
isn't it?
they're not going to try when they know the manager's going.
Bournemouth next week.
So,
Billy, we'll come good. We'll come good.
We hope so.
Come on, bees!
Go you, Big!